us the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's go.
It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Now it's my dogs, they by my side. And we gon' ride till we die.
1 second, Mike 57, Mike 57. Double dog, that's the way. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. 18 Cardinal. 6th guy, check 6.
They'll run for the first down with Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Saquon Barkley last year against Washington, he won many a fantasy league with his performance in Week 16. 189 yards rushing. That was the third highest single game total in the NFL all of last season. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Mike 57. 3 buzz.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's good.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 3 down. Ready.
Now it's Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Made the tackle.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
3 down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stick dancing to his left. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's get this. 26, Mike, 26.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 1-yard pickup.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Saquon Barkley denied on fourth down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Watch the run. He's cut 31. We got double up, double up.
To throw is Watson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
At the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
26.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
The ball carrier.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Watch the ship. Hey.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Miles Sanders now to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Bring this set. 54 Mike. Alert, alert.
Faking the give. Now Watson.
Mike 54.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go, let's go.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Watch 54, watch 54. Hey, 55, here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
54. So we got man. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. 31. That quarterback.
On 2nd and 12, Watson setting up the screen for Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington has taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Let's go.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
49, check 49.
Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Tackles.
Stick from the gun. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We're set. 54. 19. Slant. Watch the slant. Hey, we got to snap it. We got to
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Run.
The 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Dalvin Cook on the carry.
Dalvin
Touchdown,
Cook
Washington.
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? One thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
A shotgun throw for Stick. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a first and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with it. Got his man complete. 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Watson's pass.
A big play there.
Touchdown,
79
Washington.
yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it? No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pettis now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Every day, any day.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And 11 at the 22-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 12.
Panther 60. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 26, Mike. 26. I got him. 26, Mike. That's a run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it.
Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
On first down, it's Cook. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now it's Watson, rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Watson's pass.
Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Get ready.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
Here I come again.
Space to maneuver at the 40.
Here I come again.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. big run there. 29 yards and a first.
First and 10.
What makes a draw play like that
line.
successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there. Making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The ball carrier. Eric Reed on the tackle.
Now stick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
It's now second and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
To the right. Move. Bronco 80. Hey, check two. Check three. Showing eight. Showing eight.
Stick back to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads would be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Watson.
55 to Mike. He can't hang. He's not gonna
and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He was taken
That's
down
a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rip right.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They begin with a run by Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. We were just saying off-air during halftime, Could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
25-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55. I don't think you got it, son.
To throw again, Watson.
I'm coming after you.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It's
An
a gain
excellent
of 35.
gain, 35 yards.
First down, Washington.
Reset, 18, 55, 55 to Mike. I got you. I got you. Mike.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him, as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Pettis now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
On the return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Again, it's Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Third down and 6.
We got three down. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Off play action, it's Stick. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just toss it away.
Stick on the keeper.
So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for New York. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Checking things elsewhere, third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Watson's pass.
Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes this Washington 49, Giants 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pettis now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Tight right. 70 Lion.
They run the option on second down. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Giants on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
26 Mike. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Here's Stick looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Pierre Desir, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air.
Giants
They treat it like
14.
they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's got room. There he goes left side.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
On the run, it's Barkley. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The 30-yard line.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Stick looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Come to our world. We want it. Come to...
This is out quickly to the right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Check 20, 54. Hey, 59.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Washington 63, Giants 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the 26-yard line.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it again with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Watch the blitz. Mike, 56. Watch the pass. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Let's go now. Mike Cougar 19. You're not ready. You're not ready.
And they take a knee.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready up. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Who there? Who there? Get up.
And they will take a knee here.